You just hit it, I'll let you know.
Okay. Just hit it barely or hold it and hit it.
Zachariah Jackson, BASA News. You know, I was a little puzzled this morning when I heard this broadcast by this African. He considered himself African American, but because he was born in America, but he had a whole lot to say that rubbed me wrong. How he said that the Africans and the Native Africans and the Caribbean people shit on the Black American. And I would like to know, how do you shit on the Black American? Do you shit on the Black American because when you come here and you're not sociable with us? Okay, fine. You know, we've been here. My family been in New Jersey 101 years. 101 years. So if you don't speak to me and I'm in developed America, or you don't socialize me and my hurt, so you consider that shitting on me. But Donald Trump, when he was president, he said that you came from a shithole. But I didn't hear you say anything about that. I didn't hear a prime minister. I didn't hear a president. I didn't hear a special broadcast, you know, from the Caribbean or from Africa saying anything. If anybody defended it, it was the Black American. And as a Black American leader that works in the community, I'm sick and tired of this right here. We have done anything to you. And for you to feel that you could, you know, you got all these strong opinions about us as Black Americans. You know, listen, we built a whole lot here in America. We have universities in almost every state. The countless millionaires over the last 30 years we've built. We've got civil rights laws and things overturned so we can get jobs and for people like yourself to get jobs. So we afford a whole lot to make this thing real in America. You know, we got no help from no outside people, you know, but to think that you can even say something like that in any light is wrong. You know, you can't shit on the Black American because you don't socialize. Okay, don't socialize. Whatever, you know. I don't know what to say, but I'm going to play this video. Listen to this.
Americans, and I was born in America, so I consider myself that too. It's like they get the brunt of everybody's hatred. Even their own black people that come, because they're from the islands or whatever, they come and they shit on African Americans, which is on all levels fucked up. Because remember when Amadou Diallo got shot? Amadou got shot 40 times. He was African. You understand? And when that happened, you go, oh, the police don't know what you are. Black is black to them. Mm-hmm. And it's a shame that the cops have to let us know what we are when we can't just join together and be like, hey, I'm black, we're black, we all come from the same root. We gotta sit there separating each other, but the cops are popping us all. You feel me? And why does that have to be the equalizer? You know, oh, this African guy got shot. Oh, this black guy. And Africans cannot talk shit about African Americans because in Africa, the Europeans shit on the Africans. The Lebanese that move into Nigeria that have been there since 40 shit on the Africans. The French shit on the Africans. The Portuguese shit on the Africans. You know what I mean? Africans are shit on daily. The Dutch in South Africa shit on, they call them kafir. Kafir is a word for nigger in South Africa. Kafir, you kafir. They say they shit on us. In India, kala. The Indians live in Africa. Kala. That's the word that Indians use to call derogatory shit towards black. I mean, come on. Africans coming to America, Caribbeans trying to act like they're better than African Americans is the dumbest shit because most of these Africans and Caribbeans come to America because their countries are fucked up. You see me? Their countries are fucked up, run by black people who are fucked up. So that you have a lot of nerve to come to America talking shit about African Americans when African Americans are doing mad dope shit. They're leading, I mean, Oprah Winfrey, most powerful woman in entertainment, You got Floyd Mayweather. Relax with that shit. Black women have the most degrees in America. African American women. Nigerians have the highest degrees. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. But you know what I'm saying? So all of that shit means nothing because they all see us as the same. They all see us as the same. Black is black. These motherfuckers need to understand that shit. I don't care if you light. Let me tell you something. White people know if you're black now. You know that, right? No matter how light, you see the albino black people, you see they look like black people. You know? The cops just haven't shot an albino yet. You feel me? But they know, white people know that we're black now, even if you're light skinned. You know why? Because back in the day, you know how you would see pictures of light skinned black people that passed, right? Remember that? They would you would see a person that passed, and then when you look at the picture, you go, they look black to me. But back then, shit was so segregated, white people weren't good at picking out the mixed people because they were never around them. But now that we all intermingle with each other and people date each other and their kids come out a certain way, they know the different colors, they know the hair grade, they're educated with it by hands-on experience. Because African Americans, and I was born.
Okay. Let me just clarify this right here, young man. Is this. No one shits on the black American. Again, as I say, my family been in New Jersey 101 years this year. No one shits on us. Because a person come to this nation, and if they don't want to socialize or whatever, they don't shit on us. No, I think you do yourself a disservice when you don't want to be friends with us. Okay, fine, that's good. It's almost like another black person don't shit on us. So there's no one that has a free pass that you just come into a well-developed country like America, and you got some secret attitude toward black Americans. You can have an attitude all you want. You understand me? We're making our way here. I think that one of the biggest problems with black Americans, let me say this right here, is that one of the biggest problems is that we're in too many people's business. That's our problem, you see. And I think that it's time for us to de-up on our own family and things of that nature, to build our own, if you will, our own tribe right here. Because for anyone to even suggest, and even like you say, you were born here, so you consider yourself this, that, and other, but don't nobody have a pass, we fight civil rights, and we fight for everybody. Okay, we fight for most people of color. Okay, all right. And there's a good many of them that when they get the job or whatever, they try to act this way. You're only fooling yourself. You're not fooling us. You're only fooling yourself. You don't hurt us. Because you don't want to act like you got your job because of the civil rights movement. That's up to you. You can play any game you want. You understand me? But what goes around comes around. But I will say this right here, and I'm going to stand strong on this. No one shits on us. No one shits on us. For one thing, we're the only group that have 99% of literature. The Black American has one of the biggest libraries of any people of color. I can go to Barnes & Noble, any bookstore in the nation, and either buy a book from there or order one. So, and we have countless millionaires that we didn't have 40, 50 years ago. And we did a good, wonderful job here. But it's just a shame that someone can just think that, what were we just sitting here, and just, waiting on somebody to just come and just shit on us or whatever or our self-esteem that low. No. We like to be friends when we see another black person. Of course we like to be friends. But if you don't want to be friends, you ain't got to be no friend. That's not gonna stop anything of us. That's not gonna stop our movement. You know what I mean? That's not gonna stop it. So people need to know that right there, that we are secure in being Black American. Now there's another video that I want to play too. That this African guy, he lived in Maryland, and listen to the things that he says about Black Americans.
80% of African Americans, stop pretending, cannot afford to come to Africa.
Wow. Really?
I'm saying they cannot afford. They may want it in their heart, but America has them shoes, have them bootstrapped, tied. Because guess what? They have to pay mortgage every month. They have to pay their car note every month. They have to pay their insurance every month. They can't even watch DSTV unless they pay every month.
Wow.
So how are you going to have money to say, let me go back and learn about my family, my history, my roots from every month? You have to worry about, I got to pay this. I got to pay. When do you get a break to think?
Wow.
But that's the system. This allows me to control you left, right. Because you never have time to stop and say, oh, how do I work on this or where do I go from here? You don't have that time. And when you live in America, most people, they deem honest. On the first of the month, from the first to about the 20th, 25th of the month is when you finish paying your bills.
Wow. Wow.
You probably got about maybe 5 to 7 days in a month that you can actually think without thinking about paying the bill.
Okay. And that's another bigotry movement. This man here, I believe, lived in Maryland or Washington some years ago. And he went back to Africa, moved back to Africa, and this right here is what he's teaching the young Africans. So when they come here, they already bigoted towards us. A person spends their money the way they want to spend it. Most people in America have a mortgage if they have a house. A good many people. But that's your choice. You can have a house and own a house according to where you decide how much money you decide to spend on your house. But to say that we have no money and things like that, that we're so in debt that we can't come to Africa to learn about our people or whatever the case, our ancient heritage or whatever, that's wrong. Because I tell you why it's wrong.
80%.
That's wrong because if we want to come to Africa, we can. Black Americans go on vacation all the time, and like it or not, that's what it would be, a vacation. The way you going down on us is wrong. You know, we have cable bill, we have this, and you know, I mean, it sounds simple the way you explain this thing, but you explain this thing to a bunch of young Africans that's eager to come to America, and already you're going to make them biased. And we always said it was the white man that made them biased. And already you pumping hatred in these people hard already. And these young people hard by telling this stuff right here, because that's nothing but a lie. Yes, there's some black Americans that's in debt. Yes, like anybody else is in debt. But if they feel that they want to go on a trip someplace or wherever, they can go. You know, that's what credit cards are for. Or not everybody is in debt. Not everybody. I don't know who you met, but not everybody's in debt. But that's wrong there too. You're already making these people biased before they get here. And so when they come here and we deal with them, right, and we're dealing with them, and then we wonder why, you know, we tell them something that's great, something that we tell them some good knowledge about things that they're resisting, and we're trying to figure out where this resistance comes from. It's coming right there from you. The black American don't owe anybody anything. If the black American decide never to go to Africa, that don't take anything from his heritage, because we can go from 2024 down to 1619 and even further than that here in America. And that's why I say this right here for most black Americans. You need to really study our history, our story. Because other people, they come in and they're already biased, you know, and you wonder why. But just like you talk about us, let me talk about you. Okay, a lot of countries you come from have oil, diamond, gold, titanium, uranium, cobalt, and all those different materials that the developing world use to build airplanes and rocket ships and stuff of that nature. You know, why aren't you rich? Why aren't you rich? It sounds like to me that you're trying to run a psychological game on somebody, right? You know, you can't run game on us. You understand me? And I don't have to say I'm more African than you or more whatever. No, I'm good with being black American. My mother, God rest her soul, have never even thought about going to Africa. And if you told me my mother was sitting here and you said that she was unworthy because she didn't go to Africa, I would probably take my fist and punch you right in the mouth. You understand? I would probably take, 9 times out of 10, I would have took this fist here and punch you in your mouth. You're wrong in what you're doing. You're already spreading propaganda and everything. But let me ask you this right here. Why you cross-examine on us as black Americans? When Trump said, as president, that you come from a shithole, right? That's what he said. As president, he said, as president of the United States. Why didn't you say anything about that? I didn't hear none of your presidents or your prime ministers or even none of your reverends say anything to refute what Donald Trump said, President Trump said. But yet everybody got something against us. And I think that now it's time for the black American to understand the game. I think that we've been fighting for the world for so long because we thought at one time, and our leaders from the 40s, 50s, and 60s, we thought that we were one family. And I'll tell you why we thought we were one family. Let me tell you why. Because back in those days, in the 40s and 50s, with the way they explained the other people of color as if there wasn't nothing. See, I don't care whether you were light or dark, that's how they explained you. And what we did, we said, oh no, these are our brothers. That's what we did. We said, no, those are our brothers. And we went out our way to prove it. Bill Clinton said, when he went to Africa, he said, you know, the black American kept this thing alive. That's what he said. Go back to the archives of Bill Clinton when he was in Africa. So, don't say, you know, so now you come in with some bias against us and you think that we're just going to sit down and take it? No. We're not taking bias from the white man. We're not taking it from the Spanish man. We're not taking it from the Chinese. We're not taking it from the Japanese. We ain't taking it from the Russian. We ain't taking it from nobody. Everybody know our name. Everybody know who we are. And I'm proud to be black American. I am very proud to be black American. You see, because I can carry the American flag today and then join a Larry Ham march against police brutality tomorrow with the flag in my hand because I'm American. I'm proud to be here from this nation. But I hate the idea that now I got to turn my head and watch you too. Okay, then I got to watch you too. All right? But I'll tell you one thing. I'm less likely, right, to be in any protest or to defend anything but black American from this day forward. Because there's too much bias on the other side of the street. You got bias against me and I ain't done a damn thing to you. We haven't done anything to you. Only thing we did was went there and said, Mr. Pharaoh, dear Pharaoh, let my people go. That's all the black Americans have done. Okay? When South Africa was on the chain, Nelson Mandela and things of that nature, all we said was, let our people go. And we didn't get the right representation from that, because if you go over there, it's almost like that we didn't do anything to stop apartheid. I remember when black Americans was walking around with a big list of what not to buy that was produced in South Africa that had anything to do with South Africa. I remember when they would do that, and many other things. So to sit there and spread that propaganda, you know, as if though that we're some kind of, you know, you making us into a monster, and we ain't your damn monster. If you don't want to be friends, don't be friends with us. I think we survived a long time. Listen, there was a good many years ago where the black American, or the Negro American at that time, had no idea that Africa even exists, a good many of us. We had no idea, because education hadn't caught up yet. So, and we're good, and we will still be good. And let me say this right here too, to the black American educators and the black American leaders. We always talk about what's in the Black American textbook. Well, maybe now, school textbook, maybe now it's time for us to look at these other folk and look at what's in their damn textbooks. See, we always point the finger towards us, okay? And by pointing the finger a lot of times, you're not talking about our accomplishments, because we had a hell of a lot of accomplishments since 1950. The stuff that people put on us, man, is you know, after a while, it's almost like, you know, Disney have a character called Goofy. He's goofy in whatever he does. It's almost like Goofy. You know what I mean? One lady said, that was from Africa, she said that we're not used to lights going out, blackouts and stuff, and we're not used to this, and we're not used to cooking on a slow flame fire. Yeah, we are used to it. We did that back in the 1940s and 1950s. Yes, we had blackouts before these generators and these nuclear powered things was up to speed. Yes, we had blackouts. Cities used to have blackouts or whatever this, that, and that. We're not having blackouts no more because that was 50, 60 years ago. So every itch you feel, you think we're supposed to feel it right then and there. We come from, we've helped land people on the moon. We've helped in the light, the traffic light. We're helped in open heart surgery. We're helped in this, and we're helped in agriculture, Dr. George Washington Carver. We've helped to do many things. Things that's noted and some things that's not noted. But to sit down, right, and for you being black to have this bigotry that you shit on the Black American, you don't shit on us at all. What you do is, I'm going to tell you what you do. If you do shit, you shit in your own pants. Okay? That's what you do. You remember when you was a kid, every kid I guess went through it, when they messed on themselves. And that's what you do. You don't shit on us. Okay? Because you don't want to speak or you don't want, okay, fine. All right. It'd be nice to talk to you, but if you don't want to talk, okay. All right. I don't lose no sleep. I remember working on a job once. And all these guys got together of different races, white. And they said they don't talk to Jackson, which was me. And they thought they hurt me. But then they quickly found out that Jackson don't even, I could give a damn if you talk or not. I'm not even on that level where you at. I'm so busy into a book or something like that, or building somebody's porch or constructing something like that. I ain't even thinking about you like that. And when they understood that it didn't bother me, you know, like a little kid, like, you know, I got something you don't have. For damn, man, it don't even bother me. You understand? The words of Muhammad Ali when he was fighting George Foreman whispered in his ears. He said, "You can't hurt me." If the Anglo-Saxon master could not break the Black American character, what make you think a group of folk that don't have 100 written books out, what make you think that you're going to break my character? If I want to learn about you, I go to England, France, and go to their libraries to learn. I'm not coming to you to learn about you. So, you know, you can get off of that ego because, you know, we're not taking it. And I'm going to continue to make videos like this right here. You know, if I got to fight, listen, if I got to fight Pharaoh and his henchmen at the same time, we can do it. Listen, 25 years ago, when my mother was living, or more, let's say 40 years ago, I had 5 wars going on. And I won every one of them. One war, my mother was getting older, and I knew soon she was going to die. Another war, I had a little sister, right, that I didn't know today or tomorrow would I have to raise her children, all right? Struggle into what religion I was going to be, all right? struggling at what position as a man I was going to take and be in life, what kind of man I was going to be, right? And 5, educate myself. And I won all 5 of those wars. So any damn thing that anybody got, bring it. You can't hurt us. Oh, hell no. You can't shit on us. You can forget that. What you do is you shit on yourself. As your mother said, he messed in his pants. Well, that's what you do. Again, this is Zachariah Jackson, BASA News. Goodbye.